My character is like, you know, really irritating. I like to play her like that. You know, very like, Tommy, Tommy.
The audience that's going to relate to my character is sort of like a businessman kind of person, somebody who has their life put together, which is definitely not me at all.
I think probably my female audience would like my character more, just because she's kind of relatable in that sense, what she goes through.
The type of people that are gonna like my character are the ones that like to have fun a lot, that like to really fool around and do a lot of stupid things. That's kind of who he is.
I'm probably a little more compassionate than my character because I actually have a little bit bigger of a heart because I made her kind of cold.
He just looks like he has everything, you know, like put to place, and he's like at peace with himself, I guess. He's good, which is nothing like me.
We're very similar. We're both irritating and babies. So
There's a difference. You know, if I put all myself in there, it'd just be boring. But you know, like there's some sort of similarity between me and Tommy.
So what I love about my character is that in the film he's portrayed kind of like a tough guy, brave, I guess. He doesn't show any emotions, and that's what I hated about the character, is that he didn't show when he was sad, or he didn't show you know, like he showed a little bit of it, but it's overall he should have showed more emotion in the film. There was plenty of other shots in the film that we had to cut out, which didn't make sense. That's why we had to come out, which he showed more emotion, and so that's basically what I hate about it.
What I love about this character is that, like I said, he's so playful. He kind of makes everyone get out of their shell. He's that type of guy. He's older than everyone, so that's the upside. And so yeah, he's just very happy. What I don't like about this character is he thinks he knows everything because he's older, so he gets to maneuver everyone around where he goes. You kind of see in the film and how people just kind of, the rest of us just kind of follow him or Tommy throughout this whole film, and how whatever he wants to do and blah 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 blah. So you kind of see, he doesn't say it, they don't say it, but you see it.
I love that I can play this character. This kind of character is like my favorite kind of character to play. The like, you know, it was obviously dialed down a lot, but I love to play those, you know, rich white girl characters that everybody freaking hates, mean girl status, what a pink everything, you know. So like I like playing those characters, so I kind of liked how I could incorporate it into it a little bit, you know. I was a little bratty in some parts, you can really tell, and I hope I annoyed you. Definitely the biggest challenge would have to be running through the forest barefoot in, like, everybody says that, in like really thin ass little socks.
Pretty much like thrown in water. I don't know how many times. I've been dragged, stabbed with twigs. My hands hurt so much because little pebbles from when I had to press to get up, and dragged within that process.
And by the end of the day, we would just be covered in dirt or mud or chocolate syrup or like blood. So like every day we would get home and I would be just dirty as hell. But I think I still have scars around my body from how much cuts and bruises I got from filming this.
One of the most hardest things that we all had to go through was all our own stunts. There was no stunt double there. So whatever you see in the film, it's all pretty genuine, it's all pretty real. There's no VFX behind it, not much. There's some, but there's not much. But most of the stunts that you'll see in that film is authentic, and they all had to do it, which is pretty insane because they're not professional stunt people. So nor am I or anybody else that is in that film. We just did our best, and it's pretty insane and ridiculous. If you guys were there to just see all these things happen in real life, you know, it's pretty crazy.
My favorite line in the film, which I don't even think it made it to the film, I don't know if it's there, but it's a scene where me and Croy stare at each other because we hadn't seen each other in such a long time, and we're just going back and forth. And then this is like the most difficult line to say in the movie. It's just one line. Just calling him a snitch, which I had to do. I think I'm not even 15 times or more. I couldn't say snitch right.
My favorite line that I've done is probably, guys, my ankle hurts. Because it's such a stereotypical horror movie thing where that one chick falls somehow or something that has to do with their feet.
My favorite dialogue in one line. He makes carpets. He makes carpets. There's nothing special about him. He doesn't design cool stuff. He makes carpets.
My favorite line, I don't want to give anything away, but the ending is my favorite scene. There's a line there and I love it so much. It's just so intense. It's very, very intense and so much energy. We were so exhausted and there's so much energy which is on it and intensity that I just loved it so much. It's just so memorable to me.
I'm pretty sure I'd say Croy because when we do our scenes, they're very, very, very intense. And he gets so into them and it's very amusing. It's ridiculously amusing and I love it.
I loved working, honestly, surprisingly out of everybody, I didn't think that I loved working with him so much. Would have to be Noe. He was actually really dope to work with. He's always funny. We're always bouncing off of each other. Like, who would have thought? And, you know, it was really fun. I knew I was going to love Melissa, and obviously I love Croy. He's awesome. But, yeah.
What every actor in this movie brought to the screen was that they're all such great and talented actors, so it's easy to work with every single one of them. And it's just the environment that Croy put us in. It helped even more to work with them. It's just everybody was so fun to work with during the film, and I think that's what made it easy about working with people.
A good scene partner. I had really intense scene with everyone, you know what I mean? All the scenes I have with everyone, I mean, like, it was all really, really memorable, really, really great, because half of them was just really crazy and very, very ridiculously energy consuming and just insane all throughout all the notes. So
It was really awesome. The whole experience was just so crazy. I never thought I'd be in anything so cool, but it's just like every time I work with Croy Tan, I end up just being part of something even more cool. You know, it started off as like this, you know, a film, you know, in high school, and then a film for high school, and now it's just so much bigger, and it's lovely. I love it.
Everyone was really cool to work with. Me and Sage, we clicked. We were like sisters for a little while. Noah, he's like a best friend at sight. Croy, he's really awesome to work with.
The experience was pretty intense, man, and it was really fun, very, very adventurous, because we went through hell and back out just to go to these places, and it was just such a crazy ride, even just going there and having to roll around the dirt and all these things. So it's a pretty amazing, tiring, and just an insane experience, and also very beautiful at the same time, because you get to do it with the cast and everyone, the crew, and just the whole production. So it's pretty fun.
What I like about film behind the scenes is that you meet incredible new people, and you get to work with people who are just as passionate about what we're doing as you, and it's just fun. It's like when the cameras are off and not rolling, we just like it's kind of like we knew each other forever since like day one, since we were on set. I felt like I knew everybody for the longest, and we just joked around and played around a lot and told each other stories, and I feel like we got close to each other. And that's like one of my favorite parts about filming a movie, which is telling a story, but also making your own stories behind the camera. So this is the part of the interview where I have to promote the film. So go watch The Last Wish.
Honestly, I have seen it. It looks cool.
Real stunts, gore, it's crazy.
So make sure you go watch it, and I hope you enjoy it. And tell us all about it when you do finish watching it. And share it to your friends.